So Sarge, and I'm joined today with my friend
Riviera. It is a pleasure to see you guys again.
and today we have a little fun debate for you that I thought of earlier in the week. So I was scrolling through Amazon looking for a jacket for myself. I'm not a female. I'm not a female IRL. My character's a female because I think the female armors look better. Don't at me.
They kind of do, not gonna lie.
Ah, but speaking of how things look, that does tie into our video. Men's fashion today. Well, fashion in general today. One.
Okay.
I just don't pay attention to this. By the way, side note, if you're watching this as it's happening, the Appreciation Fest is going on right now in Monster Hunter World. You should probably be doing that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, after this video, of course. And if anyone's curious about my armor, I will go in a different video. I'll go into detail about all my armor and jewels and all that. Let's pick something that we can hunt, shall we?
Yes.
I'll hunt something. Am I gonna hunt?
I do say
that's
that. I seriously want to mess with people like a lot and be like, I do say Reginald. And be like, who the fuck is Reginald?
I've already made that joke. You want to go after a Radabon?
Ooh. Sure.
Alright, Radabon it is. Bon, Radabon, bon, Radabon. Okay, back to the video topic now that I've done my little weird-ass chant. Men's fashion, in my personal opinion, has missed every single fucking mark it set out to hit. And then some. And you might call me weird? Shit, Riviera might call me weird, I don't know. Medieval dress looks way better for men, at least, than the today's stuff, like the plastic ass jackets and the man purses.
Don't forget the buns.
I forgot that was trendy.
Yep, man buns, hipsters.
And
Don't get
now
me wrong,
I'm not
some
saying
women came and dressed themselves, but damn.
I'm not saying that like everything was made better or anything like that. I'm just saying appearance-wise, I like the medieval look better. And I guess I should go into detail. I don't mean plate armor. I mean plate armor looks awesome on anybody because it's fucking plate armor. But I mean like the leather pauldrons with the cloaks and the nice shirts and the slacks and that kind of dress looks better to me than a plastic ass jacket with a man bun.
Yeah.
So now that I've said my little opening rant, Rivera, if you want, what are your thoughts on, well, medieval fashion for women and modern fashion for women?
Honestly,
Do you like the modern look better? Do you like the?
I like the older look. I like the more of the ancient. I guess you could say ancient fashion because like it just seemed to hold up better.
Oh boy!
Okay, ow.
Oh hey, that's the Radabon. We didn't have to go far.
Yeah, he's usually up in that hill.
Follow the wheel.
It's rolling away. Oh, hey, bud.
So, kind of, if you can, try to go into context of what you mean.
Well, here's the thing. The older style dresses back then actually had a lot more form-fitting. There was actually more fact that everyone, the corsets were actually like the equivalent of what today's bras are, or brasiers, or whatever the hell you want to call
Did
it.
I cut off his tail? I can't tell. No, I didn't. Okay, so,
It was actually just it might have taken a little more time to get ready in the morning, but it seemed to be like at least a little bit more.
I think in general
elegant.
for both we can say the medieval look is definitely going to take more time to prepare.
Yeah, but then at least you don't look like a toddler dressed you for like a fashion show from their mom's closet.
I mean, and I actually have. I was really hoping someone would want to do this video with me, and I guess I'm kind of glad it's Riviera, but at the same time, I have no idea if we're actually going to be able to pull this off. So I'm gonna say that at some point in time, we stage ourselves a little bit of a full-on debate with this. Because right now, we're just gonna go over like some of the parts we like, and do you think do you want to go into like how you would dress if you could in that era?
Oh, if I could, I would totally. Anytime I get a chance to, I always try to come from that time period. So.
Okay,
honestly,
so why don't we go on? First of all, what time period are you talking about? Because ancient times is going to be very long.
I'm talking basically the equivalent of closer towards the industrialization of England and kind of in the middle of, or late end of the actual like Dark Ages.
Okay, so you're looking right at the beginning of the medieval stage, right?
Yeah.
Because you said you're saying in the Dark Ages and the industrialization stage. So do you mean both of those?
The in-between, the brackets in between, like...
Okay, so sort of steampunk medieval, almost.
Yeah, sort of.
Without the... I'm probably gonna piss some people off when I say this, without the ridiculousness.
Yeah.
So... First of all, I'd like to point out I'm looking at, when I say medieval fashion, I know that's a broad period as well. But I'm looking at I'll say middle class gentlemen from broad period, the 1600s to the 1800s. I know that covers a few hundred years, but that at least puts you where I'm from. So with a cauldron, rivets in them, did they wear cloaks on the regular?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because technically that was still in the time with what is it? Musketeers.
Yeah.
And they actually the bigger feathered hats. Those are actually one of the best.
Now, in my opinion, the one thing I don't like about the medieval thing is how frilly the hats are, but there are always alternatives that you can wear.
Yeah, but one of the main reasons why they actually had the frilly hats like they did was because, well, you know, when people lived in, like, cities back then, they used to throw their shit in the street, so...
Oh, yeah. We don't have to face that problem.
Yeah.
And I believe the cloaks were for a similar reason as well.
Yeah.
That and the rain, just not getting shit all over.
Yeah.
But and no, I'm not taking this not very seriously. I'm asking him. I wanted to just probably.
Honestly, I killed this thing once by myself, and it was actually surprisingly more of a challenge, because I just kept going, I don't want to do this. Oh, broken!
But, so, let's go into if you could go back in time with gold or copper or appropriate currency for whatever area you're going to. What would your preferred attire end up looking like?
Probably, I actually do like the plate mail look. I'd probably just end up going for something kind of roguish. Mostly just like the leather studded armor almost.
Ah, well, our friend Radabon can use some of that right now.
Yeah.
By the way, you're a good sport, Radabon.
Oh, his tail.
I cut off a bunch of shit just now. So, and here's the fun part, because I have an interesting inquiry.
Yeah.
We know in some parts of the world, fashion's a hot debate.
Yeah.
Mainly in Europe, for whatever fucking reason. They think that they're king shit in fashion world. I disagree. And let me tell you guys what I don't. Well, there are things I like about modern fashion, obviously, like the lower class look. I think really where medieval fashion shines is the middle to high tier look. So like the the high tier, like cloaks and stuff, but like in terms of like, did I just?
Yeah, I think it was napping and you just crit slapped it. You're like
stacking crits with hits. That's all the dual sabers do is crits with hits. Now, I do know that, again, most people are probably gonna call my next assumption, or not assumption, opinion crazy, but in today's world, would you wear your attire, your medieval look?
Yeah, I don't give a crap about what people think that if they go like, oh, that's really weird, just basically be like, excuse you, look at the hipsters. They can't even dress themselves and they go out in public.
You know what I mean by those plastic coats, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know, the pleather. I know, the pleather. Where it's supposed to be a thing where it's going like, it's safer because it doesn't use actual animals.
I mean, true? I guess. But, also looks retarded.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. When I say that, I do not mean any offense to anyone with mental illness or anything like that. It's just, I cannot find other words. To describe that, because it is really bad.
Yeah, it really is.
And that kind of leads me into my point of, I never really said what I would be wearing, did I?
No, you didn't.
Ah, well, it's only fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I'd be wearing a cloak with a pauldron, or at the very least some bandolier, and have some leather pouches on the front and towards the lower right-hand side of the bandolier. With, if we're going full medieval, with, of course, a buckler and a sword for self-defense. But I don't think I'll be wearing that in the everyday attire part. And if I would be wearing this in, like, just public, yeah, I don't really give a shit what others think of me. I have driven a blue blue and wood panel PT Cruiser around for 5 years. Not 5 years, 2 years. So, my town already thinks I'm a nutter anyway, so shit, why not go down a legend? Speaking of which, again, if you're watching this late at night and you have to go to work early tomorrow, it is going to be kind of slick out, so do watch yourselves.
Please.
As I was coming home, I came into no less than 3 accidents.
All on the same street.
Well, yeah, I take 2 streets to get home.
Yeah, I know. But you get what I mean.
Yeah, but, so, now, preferred attire. And go ahead and say what we think of the attire of the other gender, since we've been kind of... I've been sitting over here roasting pleather jackets for like, what, 20 minutes? What a bad sense of intro time. Go ahead and pick a quest, since I did the first one.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt, I didn't know if you were going to say something. So what is your thoughts on men's fashion today?
First of all, I really just don't like the main thing I don't like about men's fashion today is the fact that at any given point in time, I know it sounds petty, just the fact that I've had a lot of family members that were like, actually did a decent, like, worked in like, with cars and everything else, and you know that look of just like, you get out, you have the ripped jeans, you have the tattered boots and everything else, because you put in the work, because you actually had, you know, worked for it. But I just don't like the fact that both women and men can just go to a store, buy ripped jeans, and go like, oh yeah, it's fashionable. When in all honesty, it really isn't supposed to be about fashion. That was the whole entire thing about the working class, is the fact that they would work and tear their clothes because they put in effort.
Now, if I may, can I just say a slight commentary? I mean, I have zero respect for that very thing that just go buy the ripped acid wash jeans that are like goddamn $60, $70.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, if I'm buying jeans, they better be done.
Yeah.
They better be fucking right too. Like, that's not okay. Just to be like, oh, okay, we're doing this now. But I'm not. I don't think either one of us are saying like the ripped clothes are a fashion look for working class.
Yeah.
But I do understand what you're saying, and I kind of feel the same way. If I may say something on female fashion, the fact that like, okay, I'm gonna be real. If a girl wants to wear like leathers, let her. Because I know a couple girls in particular that just wear whatever the hell they... I know a girl that wears a... Would you call it a cloak or a cape?
I guess a cape. No, cloak, because it has a hood. So it's a hooded cloak.
Yeah. And she goes about her business. So when when they say this stuff can't be fashionable, I kind of look at, you know, these people. I guess, I want to really only wears leggings because she likes to, skydive and do shit like that. But even the female bikers and shit that have to wear that protection, that's part, I mean, don't get me wrong, part of it is a fashion choice, but part of it is just protecting your own self.
Yeah.
That jacket, those heavier jeans and gloves, that's not, I mean, I think it looks kind of cool, but that's not just, oh, hey, I'm trying to look cool. That's, oh, hey, I don't want to get 4th degree road rash.
Yeah. The asphalt.
Now, the one thing I'll say I don't like about female fashion is just how, non-feminine it is. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I understand what you're getting at. Like,
I'm not saying they have to dress all skimpy and everything, but like, let me tell you, okay. Medieval female fashion and even mid-2000s, like early to mid-2000s female fashion, it was all about like the tight jeans and t-shirt for the early 2000s, and obviously the slacks and blouses and dresses for the medieval times. But it was, I mean, it was still feminine.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being there's nothing wrong with being a girl and just, that's just, if you're not, you know, I think there's way too much of an emphasis on you have to be something different.
Yeah. Well, my main thing is when they tell, for female fashion, when they tell a woman basically the fact of this is sexy because you're showing yourself, I think that's BS. Because, like, one, you don't need to, like, flaunt yourself to be, like,
Exactly.
feminine. And then when they do, it basically puts this stereotypical image of you have to be skinny, you have to be this, you have to be this to be pretty. And I think that's just bullshit, because, like, everyone's different.
And that's like, when they have the guys, the 80s and 90s era guys, the shirtless, like, you know, these guys are ripped beyond fucking belief. I'm sorry, I don't have enough time to get, I try to stay in shape, I try to work out, but I don't have the time to do it. And, I mean, for like, me, yeah, 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger probably does look better than I do. But, like, I also feel that would be a little BS just to involve, like, oh, hey, you're not as good looking as Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movies, so you're just fucking ugly. That's why I've been more about just being comfortable and finding something you think that looks cool or that you like, because why the hell not?
No one can judge fashion by the person because no one looks the same. What might look good on one person might not look good on somebody else. And they need to stop that whole entire thing of like, this is a new fashion trend. Like, no one's gonna fit your -1 size.
Or, and I know I just went on about how, you know, oh, you know, it's not feminine. And I already know that's going to be taken out of context. What I mean by that, I don't mean that this, oh, you know, you can see her cleavage or her thighs or whatever. it's just like kind of slimmer t-shirts, and when I say slimmer, I don't mean size. You know what I mean? Like just form fitting, I should say. Because it's kind of more stereotypical for guys to have, you know, the kind of baggy t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're more form. You know what I mean by form fitting?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then like the skinny jeans is something that I thought. I'm not gonna say it's like everyone needs to wear it because that's just my subjective opinion, which means other shit to everyone else. Just like my opinion about medieval wear, you don't have to like it. I'm not asking you. I'm just saying it because I feel like saying it. Do I think it has merit? Yeah, I think it does. But, yeah, I've been rambling on long enough, so what's your opinion about the 90s fashions for both sexes, since I kind of went on about that?
Honestly, I do actually prefer, like, I actually do kind of like that fashion a bit more, just because it had more of that, okay. Well, that one was easy. Well, I like it just because the main focus of that was to accentuate who you were. It didn't matter what you were wearing. It was just
neon colors, fucking whatever was thrown together. It was honestly kind of fun.
Yeah, do you notice the fact that bell bottoms were like the hugest thing back then?
Do you know my sister still wears bell bottoms? Has a $200 pair of jeans that has her name in flame script going up both legs.
I don't doubt it. Both me and my sister went through a hippie phase, so...
No, this isn't hippie. Like, she's not hip. She just wears them because she's like, I like bell bottoms. And I'm like, $200. Okay. I mean, but...
Yeah, everyone goes through the thing.
I can't because, one, I didn't buy it. It's her money. I'm sorry, how many hit? 30?
Yeah.
God damn.
I am the slinging master.
So here I come, slinging silk across the skyline. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, just practically like, I am the slingshot.
So, like, okay, I ripped on the 90s men's a little harder because of the whole Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, da, I'll be back. But, like, what do you think about the 80s and 90s women's in particular?
It was an understanding phase where, like, I can give it some props on the fact that it kind of just gave a little bit more, I guess.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess what I could say is the fact that it gave them at least a little bit more of like a chance to like express themselves. It's just the fact that at some points they really shouldn't have gone like, oh, look at this actress, she's beautiful because she's skinny. Look at how amazing she is, which basically led the whole entire thing of skinny is beautiful. Skinny has to be different. Skinny.
And on that note, and again, and don't get me wrong, I have some stereotypes that I like too. Everyone does. Newsflash.
Yeah.
I have a thing for blondes. But I don't say that, like, people are gonna like what they like. Everyone on this planet has biases on everything. From what we wear, to what we drive, to if we drive, to what we eat, even to like where we like to stand. Like, it is so monotonous on trying to figure everyone's out. You're not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. And playing the social graces mind game is not fun.
So, like, I wanted to actually pitch forth an idea to my buddy. Got these outfits together that you and I were talking about in this video. I say we make a video about us going to a major city for a day and just walking around and enjoying ourselves. While obviously wearing these. Because I'm not going to buy the leather and, not actually use it.
I'm down.
Okay, which by the way, those of you who think that leather is cruelty, what would you rather have this be? A shitty ass back of a chair? Or a pauldron? I mean, you're probably gonna say murder is murder or some shit, but like, newsflash, I don't care.
If they're gonna get on that about just
I'm not saying
basically
fuck
how
the
it-
planet or anything like that, but like, cows die, my dude, it happens.
Yeah, that's kind of why humans are, at the top of the food chain.
So, now there is a major city rather close to us. There's a few, actually.
Yeah.
So, I would make it fun for the audiences at home if they wish to find us in the wild. Columbus?
That could work.
We'll have updates on this. Mainly because I'm now really interested to see what happens when we go to Columbus. $10 says we get arrested.
Are we actually going to be carrying swords?
I'm not. Because I'm not stupid.
Technically, Ohio didn't actually get rid of the law saying that you could actually carry carry your swords because it has a concealed carry license, and the only
Actually, let me stomp that myth out.
they actually got rid of
Technically
that,
speaking, if you're going to carry a sword, don't conceal it.
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Well, no, because you're
You
going on
won't
the CCW. That might send some mixed signals at home.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, your concealed carry permit is for your gun, or some states, your taser. Please go to your state ordinances and laws and find that out before you start carrying random shit around.
Yeah.
Do not walk in to a store and buy a cane sword because you bought like lessons to get your CCW. I have seen people go to jail for that.
Yeah.
I've seen people go to jail for much worse. One other thing, since we're gonna be doing this, any ground rules you want to set?
For like what?
For like our outfits. Anything you don't want us to use, such as like, full plate armor or anything like that.
If you can get it, get it. But note the fact, it's expensive to get full plate armor.
Well, I used full plate armor as an example. I'm not gonna try to buy full plate armor for one video.
Well, it's all up to what you want.
Alright, so you heard it here first. We're gonna go dress as medieval folk to Columbus. This ought to be a fun video.
Oh, you know what we have to do?
What?
If you when we go there, we should just like walk around.
That's what I mean. We're gonna
I don't.
probably go
then-
to, I'm thinking, Easton?
Probably Easton. But you know what we should do? We should act like we're, you know, from that time period, not just dress like it.
You know, I have a problem with that.
Oh.
Because my whole thing of this video was just exemplary, like, be yourself. And while,
True.
walking around like a medieval person, like a medieval gentleman would act, sounds very enticing. I would get into a fist fight far too quickly.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, good day, sir. Fuck you! Stab.
Well,
I'm
it's like I'm going to
jail.
jail. No.
Getting put in the back of the police car. Unhand me, constable!
Constable. I don't even think they had constables back then.
They did. But, for those of you that are curious, yes, we both live in Ohio.
Yay! Almost the dullest place in America.
Now, hold up. Utah exists.
I know, so does Alabama.
Oh! Damn.
I have family in Alabama. I'm allowed to say this.
Okay, so now that we're done with our state roasting. So, I'm Sarge.
And I'm Riviera.
And I'll see you on the next Sarge's Recap.